we do this thing called dowry, right? Where the guy will pay for the girl's hand in marriage. And with that, like, it's very sacred to them, like traditional. You kind of have to do it before you can proceed to call someone your wife and stuff.
Do you believe in it?
Sorry?
Do you believe in it?
On Talking Trophies, buddies. Alright.
If you want. What's going on? Welcome to Talking Trophies. It's your boy Ravo, and we're back with another episode of Air Raid. This week, we got our boy Damo back. He's not dancing with the kids anymore.
Stop the kids!
Stuff the kids. We're back in it. It's glad to have Damien back.
Yeah,
we love him on week in, week out, and our
Yeah.
viewers love him week in, week out. Damien, how you feeling, cuz?
Feeling good, feeling great. It was crap weather today, but I don't know, it's been funny, man. We just had some banter just then. But we have two special guests here today. I'll start off over here to my left. He is a musician, Melbourne-based. He goes hard. He goes by the one and only Melody Napoleon. Come on now.
We had him on season 1.
We had him on. He was in our season 1, so he's been here since the start. He's been here. Melody, what's happening, bro?
Nothing, bro. Like he said, man, shit weather today, but it's Melbourne, so nothing else, man. Yeah.
Melody, your mic's off, cuz.
Is my mic off?
Can you please turn it on, please?
Oh
Just leave
shit!
it like that,
Yeah,
Thank you
shit.
for that. You could do the intro one more time if you want, but don't talk too into it. Yeah, go ahead. Melody, how you
Yo.
feeling?
Oh, I'm good, bro. I'm good. We chilling, man. We chilling. That's
Hey,
all.
he's flexing today, bro. He has a gold tooth. He's feeling
Yeah.
He's
good.
got hey, zoom in on the gold tooth. Zoom in on the show me. What's up? Alright. I'm gonna introduce the next guest. She was very disappointed in me, firstly, for two reasons. One, because we did come a bit late.
Just a
little bit late. And the second reason is because I hit up her man and asked him if he could ask her to be on instead of hitting her up directly. It's your girl
Marwa,
also known as
It's your girl Moeezy.
Not you guys doing the intro for me.
Alright, you got it.
Do it yourself. Do it
It's so
yourself.
good. We love to see it. But like they said, it's your girl Moeezy from the Disruption Podcast. Hey, thank you for having me.
Thanks for jumping on.
Thank you for having me. To be honest, I thought I would be free from the shackles of the boys, but I just went from one podcast full of boys to another podcast full of boys. So,
Free the
I
girls.
guess-
Wait. We're a podcast full of men.
oh, sorry,
Let's
men.
go.
Men.
This is a
I'm
men's
gonna put some
podcast.
respect. Men.
Put some respect on our
Separate the men
name.
from the boys, you know. Yeah.
Make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button before we jump into this video. Check us out on all the podcast platforms as well. You know, this is the standard intro. And you know how Air Raid works. So we go through a bunch of topics. We think of the topics on the spot. Sean, turn off the Nokia N90, the Nokia brick phone you got, Kaz. Put it on silent. Sean's got a bricked out Oppo.
And it's going
I
dun
haven't
dun
heard
dun
that
dun.
type of notification tone in a long time.
It's
so.
been a while. But you know how Air Raid works. We jump from topic to topics, always random topics. You know, our viewers, please let us know if you guys have any topics we can talk about. And we'll just air raid on it. We have a laugh. You know, we do get a couple topics. Like the first one was actually sent in by one of our viewers. And he said, this is one of the topics I want you guys to talk about. We're like, you know, we're down to talk about it. So the first topic of air raid is
So
actually
first
started
up-
by Daniel. Yeah, go.
So first up, what's going to be happening is I'm going to be saying some just bold statements. And these aren't my statements. I found them. Or maybe they're mine.
Stealing
But-
statements.
No, but what's going to happen is you have to answer whether you agree with it or not and explain why. And some of them are a bit controversial. Some of them are calm. All right, you guys ready?
Alright.
First one. The death penalty is sometimes justified. Thoughts?
Woo.
Agree.
Why?
There's some people that do horrific things,
Yeah.
such as I mentioned last week, school shootings. You know, there's also some sick individuals, I feel like, in this world that can be horrific acts that can traumatize multiple lives, such as pedophilia. So I feel like they should be killed. And also, I feel like rape as well, rapists. You know, like like serial rapists, I'd say.
Yeah.
So I feel like they
Alright.
should be put to death.
Dang. Okay.
I guess okay, yeah, I do agree. I agree in a sense. If we're talking like just from like human perspective, there definitely are crimes where it's like you being put in jail is not enough. It's actually not enough. You ended a life, eye for an eye. We don't believe in that. But in some cases, it's like, yeah, you kind of deserve to meet your maker. Mate.
You don't believe eye for an eye?
When it comes to murder, no.
So let's just say someone does a mass shooting. takes out 18 lives.
That's what I'm saying. From like a human perspective, I feel like, all right, it's cool. But like when religion comes into place, eye for an eye is never okay. But someone who does mass shootings, you actually deserve to, be put down.
But I think eye for an eye is for like unjustified like killings. So if you took someone's life with no reason, you killed someone's life, they had ambitions for their life, whatever. You had no reason to kill them. Yeah. And you did take their life away. Why do you have the right to live?
So that means all of the murderers that are in prison right now should have been, like for you would say that they all deserve to die then. Whether it was one, two.
To be honest, I think circumstances can come into play. Because you know why? Let's say let's say it's not out of self-defense, but it's out of like an ongoing, like, let's say that this person's getting abused. They're in a relationship, mentally abused. This person's making him feel like crap, doing things like locking him in the house or something like that. Yeah. One day the girl snaps, they have an argument. She snaps and she kills him. Would you say she deserves to die?
That's a justified reason to die. Like,
you reckon she should die?
No, to kill someone. Like she was in a state like she snapped. That triggered it. I'm saying like someone just goes.
But she wasn't actually in harm's way. She wasn't in like. He was never going to hit her, never going to harm her.
She was triggered. She was triggered. And she killed him because she actually was triggered that she thought she was going to die. Like, she thought she was in, like, this guy was harming her to the extent that she's like, this guy's going to do something horrific to me. I have to kill him. No. It's not even like, do something to her. She just snapped and she's like, I'm over this guy. Like, I'm done. That's a mental breakdown, cuz. That's like, she's mentally ill, that means. So that's I would say that's not valid to kill him, but like, that's not enough for her to go to cop the capital punishment.
Yeah, but I just feel like some people just, instead of killing them, they could get whipped like every single day type shit. Because I feel like if you kill, if you kill someone, that's it. They're gonna forget. Like if someone goes out and kills like 10 people or whatever, and you kill them, like that's they want to die. You know what I mean?
That's the easy way out.
They need to learn. You know what I mean? Like how are they gonna learn?
It's not. I think that what it does is it's not on that individual like himself. I think what it does is
you just hurting their family at that point.
If you kill that person, let's just say that killed 10 people, it's not for him. It's setting the standard to society, saying, if you do this, this is what's gonna happen to you.
Yeah, but what if you whip them every day though?
But I agree.
It'll be the same consequence.
I think Melody,
like every day.
I think you brought a good point where it's like killing them is the easy way out.
It's the easy way.
Let them suffer. Let them punish. You know what I mean? Let them be punished every single day so that they remember the crime that they did.
And
I get
having in their mind that this is why they.
But you know who's funding that? Yeah, you're gonna be funding that with the taxpayers' dollars.
Oh nigga, I'll go there. I'll whip that. You ain't gotta pay me for that.
I feel like capital punishment does work. I feel like capital punishment does work to an extent. I'm not saying like I believe like it should work to an extent. As I mentioned, like the serial rapists, pedophiles, this that. Capital punishment, I feel like it is a valid argument. Yep. And that people can have, you know, like someone should like, for example, if you kill someone with no reason for it, you should die. Like I believe that. I think that's a valid point.
No, it is.
I disagree.
What do you think about it?
I disagree. I just feel like I don't know. I think being in isolation in prison, and it's not. I'm just it's not for like all people. It may not work for, but I feel like some people it may turn them around in life. It may turn them around. I do believe that there is like rehabilitation available for people. I do believe that people can turn around no matter how many people they've killed, no matter how many like they can turn around and actually become a good person one day. Yeah, I generally think that, and I don't believe. Yeah, I just don't believe in.
I feel like people should be. They should at least have some like. They should really think about their thoughts, you know what I mean? Of course. Their actions, you know what I mean?
But I think
if you get rid of them, if you kill them, that's getting rid of them, you know what I mean? So I think if I was to go, if I was to go do that, like I wouldn't mind if you killed me straight away because I wouldn't even
have to think about it.
Yeah, have to think about it.
I think with it's to set the standard for society to know, hey, if you kill someone, you think. With what you were saying, you were saying that you disagree, and you said because
I don't reckon we should have it.
Yeah, and you said because of
I believe in rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation, yes. So what I'm saying is, in the case, let's just say someone does get killed, you don't just kill them straight away. You actually go to their family firstly, and there's a thing called blood money as well. Let's just say you actually have to like pay the family. You know what I mean?
yeah.
There's other things. It's not like he kills him, he dies straight away. I don't believe in that.
There's
other
I
means.
thought that's what you're
There's
talking
blood
about,
money.
yeah.
The family can actually, they seek the forgiveness of the family. The family can forgive him. There's actual like valid reasons before. It's not like kill, die. That's not how it is. It's like go through the blood money. If the family doesn't want the blood money, they really like it actually traumatizes them, and they're gonna be.
But I think on the topic, like, is death penalty justified?
I think it is to an extent, yeah.
I disagree.
Well, if it's the way he's saying it, then I think yes, because that person's had a chance like to like think about their actions, and they kind of know why they have to die, type thing.
Yeah.
You know.
What do you got to say, Marwa? You still against capital punishment?
I mean, ultimately, I was never against it, but for the sake of the argument, I was like, all right, you know what? Just from like as a human, I would be so hurt if one of my loved ones were to be taken away that I would want an eye for an eye, you know. But I do understand the whole, you know, we have prison systems to rehabilitate people, because you never know, someone could actually turn their life around and they could end up being a great influence within the prison system itself,
there've been many
and help
people in
others.
history
Yeah, there
that
has
have.
been. Yeah, definitely.
100%, yeah.
All right. Next one, okay. In the pursuit of freedom, society has silenced religion.
Repeat it again.
In the pursuit of freedom,
Yeah.
society has silenced religion.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I
I don't believe.
Oh, okay. What? Wait, sorry.
No, you're right. I was saying I don't think society has silenced religion. I feel like a lot of people, just for me speaking from like a Christian point of view, I've seen a lot more Christians come out from dark places, or even people who weren't religious to begin with, that went through like a really tough time, and then now they're coming out, you know, fully like, I'm Christian, I'm happy, you know, I've, you know, been able to find my life again, and all of that stuff. I feel like religion has really helped a lot of people, even with Islam as well, like different types of religion, not just Christianity. Like I've seen it all across the board, where it's like people have really turned to religion. I think the other day someone was saying that with the recent census or something, there have been a lot more people that have kind of identified with a religion, whether they practice it or not, especially after COVID. I think because everyone was like locked up at home, like you have nothing to do but like actually do that soul searching and all that stuff. Of course, it did go the other way for some people, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it hasn't silenced it, really.
I feel like the beauty about religion is it gives people a purpose. That's what it is. It's a greater purpose. And the thing is, nowadays, like if you think about it, people don't have purposes in their life. Like I'm not saying if you don't have a religion, you don't have like a purpose, but like it's beyond what's in this world. Like we have this thought like, hey, there's a life after this.
Yeah.
You know, from all the religions, there's something after this that's happening. There's something we're working towards past this world. So right now, everyone's like, if you think about it, let's just say someone that doesn't have religion, doesn't believe in higher power, they have their work, they have their family, they have what else? Some of their material goods. They lose all of that.
And there's worldly relationships.
And worldly relationships. They lose that. They have nothing left. Like you hear about people like when the global financial crisis kicks in, how many people commit suicide? Because it's like, oh my God, there's no money in my bank.
Because money's a god.
You know? Or let's just say guys go through a breakup. Bang, you hear about like, oh, this person killed themselves after a divorce, whatever. Because that was their thing. But like with religion, from Christianity to Islam to Judaism to Buddhism, Hinduism, shout out all the religions out there doing your thing. But they have this thing like, I don't live for this world. Like I don't have this world isn't my final destination.
There's something greater.
There's something greater. So I can strive towards it. So I feel like even with this society, like the push, we're pushing to this material world where like, you know, especially with social media, everyone's like trying to live this life. I feel like a lot of people are beginning to realize like, okay, I'm not happy doing this, so I can be in my religion. But I with the thing saying society silencing religion.
So in the pursuit of freedom, society tries to silence religion.
I feel like there is an agenda in a way.
I think
by forcing some things, like I feel like there's
my
an
man
agenda.
just say it.
Nah. I feel like there's
you
an
can
agenda,
say
but it's not silence like completely. Because silence would mean like it's completely like silence. Like there's no one, like no religious person. But like I feel like in a way they're kind of pushing towards it. You know, I just feel like everyone should be able to do what they want or whatever they believe in without not putting.
On the real, I think there have been aspects of where that has been tried to silence because I think religious views, or like not all across the board religious views, but I think when it comes to Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, I think the thing is there's some views that get like, how do I say it? They question other people's beliefs, and because it questions other people's beliefs, it's like, okay, now that shouldn't be said. You can't say it because you're a bigot. You can't say that because you're outdated. It gets labeled. So, but like in the pursuit, it's like, I think it to an extent it does they try to pursue silence, but it won't be achievable, I feel.
Yeah, no.
Even in France, what they're doing with the women are not let it wear the headscarf, niqabs, you know what I mean?
That's
They're trying to
wild.
silence, because they're saying like they want to be a secular nation.
Yeah.
And I think France is one of the biggest countries when it comes to like secularism.
France has a lot.
They have a very
impact
heavy
on history.
very heavy agenda against Islam as well. So you are right. Like, for example, people are trying to push this agenda like, hey, this is, religion is, and it's like this image where religion is a backwards minded thing and idea that people are following.
Yep.
I would say it is being silenced to an extent. I think it's not being silenced as a whole. It's sectors of the religion that's being silenced.
Like they're pushing it. They're pushing an agenda to kind of silence it.
I think it's more of people are also trying to pick and choose which part of the religion
Religions,
they want to follow.
yeah, because
which is why
they
it
still
can kind
do
of
like
look
Christmas
silenced.
and all that. You see, but
Yeah.
then it's like, at the same time they don't want, the other things that come with it.
Exactly.
And I think that people have to understand, like, as even, like, for example, you can speak from a Christian perspective. Do you, like, when you're a Christian, you're Christian as a whole. So everything under Christianity you follow, right? Is that how it is? Yes.
Yeah.
As Muslims are like the same,
As it should be, yeah.
So, like, how do you feel about those aspects being, like, shut down?
Which aspects?
Not being silenced, like,
But
of, like, Christianity.
like certain parts.
There's
and
certain
stuff.
parts, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to take something, you have to take it as a whole, right? You can't say, okay, I'm going to be Christian, but I'm going to, do things differently to what the Bible says. And I'm sure that's like with Islam. That's with anything as well. If you're dating someone, you date them and you commit fully. You're not going to be like, okay, I'll date you, but on Sundays I want to do my own thing. Unless you have that agreement, then that's cool. But like, if you're going to accept the religion, you need to accept that as a whole. And it's kind of annoying because then you have those conversations where it's like people who aren't Christian, they look at the lives of these so-called Christians and they'll be like, oh, whoa, so that's what Christians do? When in reality, it's like, no, that's not what Christians do. That's what that person is doing, that individual. And that's why it's very hard sometimes where it's like, we find ourselves having to defend our religion so hard because you have those individuals who are picking and choosing, and now they're going out there and they're representing Christianity, but really they're only taking like 1/4 of it, and they're only living by one quarter of it, which is, I mean, it's not okay, definitely.
I think what the hard part is, I think with society is that what they don't like about faith is the culture around faith. There's some, you have faith, but then you have the culture of it. Like, there's some things that we don't believe in, but then there's some things you don't go, like, there's some things you can't go around and calling out people, oh, you're wrong for doing that. Like, you actually, like, unless you're like a brother and sister in faith, you can pull each other up, but I think you can't just go and cast someone out and be like, no, you can't say that, like, or you can't do that, that's wrong. And that's you, like, I feel like when there's a culture of like, what's the word, like, rebuking people or like saying like people can't do stuff.
I feel like people.
Come on now.
But how about this? But let's just
I hit him with that Lilu lay language.
lay language, bro. But hey, when you say, when you're saying, for example, brother and sister in faith, Australia is a Christian country. We can say so-called.
Catholic.
Catholic? Okay, Catholic country. No. Is
Catholic,
it a Catholic country?
Roman.
It's not a Catholic country.
It's a Christian country because the English are Protestants.
I think it is Christian,
They're Protestants.
Catholic.
No, Catholics in Rome and it's
Empire, bro.
Yeah, but England, it's the Church of England. It's different.
They're
Yeah,
Protestants.
but don't they have like that whole?
It's different denominations.
So the Irish are Christians, but the English are Protestants.
No, they're Christians.
Yeah,
but
isn't it?
But the Roman
Empire?
No, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Protestants is the English. The English are Protestants, and the Irish, what's called Catholics.
But they would still call themselves Christians. They don't go around going, "No, I'm just Protestant." They would say,
Yeah. But I was gonna say was like, for example, okay, let's just say I think a lot of Christian, like Australians, that are calling out people for whatever's going on in society right now. they're Christians, yeah, and they grew up believing like Australia's a Christian country,
Yeah.
and I can share my Christian views on people.
Yeah.
So what do you got to say about that then? Like them calling out, like for example, Margaret Court, you know Margaret Court, the tennis player. She's a famous tennis player. She came out and started speaking about the LGBTQ.
Yeah.
And they had to apparently they changed their name and everything. Like they wanted to change the name of the court after what she said.
Oh.
But because she grew up in Australia, she's one of the best tennis players. She won so many Grand Slams and stuff.
Yeah.
But because she said, hey, she's an Australian. She said she made her statements about what she thinks about the LGBTQ, and then she got a bit of backlash.
Yeah. But there's a difference between going, this is what I believe in, and I believe this is wrong, and this is a different thing. Going, hey, you're gonna go to hell for what you're doing.
That,
I don't know if she went to hell. That's what I'm
because
saying.
when you start saying what you're doing is gonna send you what you're doing, you're gonna go to hell for that. Like then you're playing judge.
Yeah, once you're pushing an ultimatum on people, I feel
I don't know if she actually made a statement saying you're gonna go to hell. I think she just said something
spoke
about.
I'm talking from a point of view
That's
like
what Israel did. Israel fell out.
Yeah.
The
rugby player.
The rugby player came out and just said that. That's okay. I understand that,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
think playing guys role, yeah. But I'm saying
Because you can stand in your faith, but I think when it comes to a point where you're literally when you're playing judge, when you're playing God in that sense and telling him, I think it's a different thing because then you put yourself on a higher pedestal than another person. At the end of the day, we're actually all people. We're all human. And in reality, God created us all. So it's just
But I feel like sometimes people get it mixed up between giving an opinion and judgment, because like telling someone they're gonna go to hell, that's judgment. But for you to say you feel this way about a certain thing, that's just an opinion, you know.
Bro, I don't know how people take it personally, but
I think this is you know what? Yeah, and I think this is what it is, right? Because, like I was saying, in pursuit of freedom, they're saying because they're pursuing freedom, this is a choice. It's freedom. So they're saying because you're pursuing freedom, by you having that mindset, you're gonna enforce that on kids. You're gonna enforce that in households, and that's what they're trying to stop. They're trying to stop faith being enforced in children.
But for example, let's just say as what we were talking about. So I don't know, I always found this weird. So one time, shout out to my boys, my Christian boys out there. You know, one of my boys, he said to me, I'm like, Kaz, you know, you're Christian, you know, am I gonna go to hell? And he told me, Kaz, you're gonna go to hell. You know what I mean? Then I said, my G, thank you. And then he told someone else. He told another homeboy, you're going to hell too. And that guy doesn't believe in anything. Yeah. Doesn't believe in God, nothing. And then he got dirty at him. I didn't get dirty, but he got dirty at him. And I'm like to him, bro, if you don't believe in God, you don't believe in heaven or hell. Yeah. So why do you care if someone tells you you're going to hell?
I know
because it's subjective. That's one thing that always trips me out. I looked at my bum like, whatever.
And
Loki, I'm like, you're going to hell, man. Islam's the number one religion. Let's get it.
Even on the real, right? They're trying to there's laws literally enforcing teachings to be stopped being taught in religious schools, right, across the board, Islamic, Christian schools, and it's just why are they fighting for that when someone of that community wouldn't want to be a part of that? Do you get what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like everyone should be free, live how they want to live. They shouldn't push this aside just to let these people live their life type shit. You know, I feel like we should all live in a society where we could do what we want. Yeah. Women want to wear hijab, let them wear hijab.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I think ultimately everyone will find and figure out where they belong or what religion they want to fall into or what community they want to be a part of. So it's not even a thing of okay, let's not enforce things on people now. Cool. If you don't want to teach anything or if you don't want religion to be taught, don't teach anything else. Just teach English, teach math, teach the basics and just leave it at that, and then let kids grow up and figure out what religion they want to be a part of, what community. But
I feel too, it's the pride of men. Men just have pride, they want to be given the laws and things. They don't want to have something else there that that people are following type shit.
Yeah, man.
Remember I told you how Mello just rides?
Say it for the people in the back.
I'm serious.
I'm telling you, this is Mello's strat to attract female energy into his DMs.
Please, you can repeat that again if you want. Say it for the folks in the back.
This is his strategy. My man.
Men and women. I feel like people in general, we don't want to have something like God that we follow. We want to make our own rules and write our own history type shit.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
What's the next one?
The next one, I reckon, Marwa should answer first.
Oh,
It's a statement. You ready?
okay. Let's do it.
Females are the prize in the relationship.
100%. What do you mean? 100%. We are the prize. We literally are the prize. We are everything. Everything. That's all. Like, enough said. Rebut it if you want.
Huh?
You can rebut it if you want, but ultimately, yeah.
Do you agree with that statement? On the real.
What? Female or what?
Females are the prize in the relationship.
It's your girl Mo Easy. Why are you saying that? I want to ask
What
you.
do you mean, why?
Why?
Like why? But explain it. Why they're the prize.
You can't just say like, it is. Like, why?
What is it about like, a female that makes the prize? The prize, and what is it? Let's just
Okay.
say for a man, for example, that wants to argue for a man.
Yeah.
That makes them the
Okay,
prize.
I mean, ultimately, who pursues who? Who pursues who?
Hey, sometimes females
Relationship,
pursue
marriage.
men.
No. But on like a general level, who pursues who?
The male pursues the.
From a religious standpoint, a man would ask for a woman for sure.
Yeah, and
What is
even
religion?
even without
No, but
religion,
like-
or even outside of religion.
Okay, but you know, in society, haven't you seen
Traditional
videos? But have you not seen videos of like girls proposing to guys?
Yeah, no, I've
and
seen
stuff
it.
like
I've
that?
seen it.
Like,
I've
never
seen
had
it.
that.
yeah, like times are changing, man. What do you mean?
No, but that's very rare.
Traditionally.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Traditionally.
traditionally.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, traditionally, just in general, like the man pursues the woman, and even with your example of, you know, females proposing to a man, everyone is always going to be stunned by it. People are going to be like, whoa, like what's going on? You read the comments, it's always like, why would you do that? How embarrassing, like get up off the floor type of thing. But with women, like, I don't even know, it's one of those things where it's like, we're just the prize. But literally, like, perfect example, the
sounds
guy
crazy as
pursues
hell.
you guys pursue us, right? So the men pursue the women. And in general, the woman's the one, when we think about people and what they like desire, a lot of people will desire, you know, to settle down, have a house, you know, and have all of that stuff taken care of. When you look at it from that perspective, right? A woman in a household is very crucial. Like a woman is very, very crucial, right? And I mean, that's not always the case, of course, but I'm just talking generally here. When you have a woman in a house, like it feels like a home. They say a house without a lady, it doesn't feel like a home. I'm sure you guys, can you attest to it? You live in a house without any females?
Oh, this
Oh, it
place
feels
is
like
not
a
a.
home?
This is not a home.
It's not.
This place is
Really?
not
It's
a
not
home. This place is a straight house, not a home. I'm trying to move back with my family. If you guys got a spare room, mama and baba, let me back in.
Oh, this guy. But no, like women just bring something about them where it's like you cherish that, and they have it. Even speaking for me, I'm Sudanese, if you can't tell, but in my religion we do this thing called dowry, right, where the guy will pay for the girl's hand in marriage, and with that, like it's very sacred to them, like traditional. You kind of have to do it before you can proceed to call someone your wife and stuff.
Do you believe in it?
Sorry.
Do you believe in it?
For if we were back home, I would say it's a different story, like because of the situations and stuff, and the amount that's always asked for isn't ridiculous. Back home, just because it's understandable, everyone's on the same grounds. But here, people are asking for like a down payment on a house. That's the type of money that they want, and I'm like, mate, like I work not that much to make that much money, you know. So I don't agree with it.
Come on,
Just
South
saying.
Sudanese community, man. We've got to
This
pull up on
guy.
the dowries, push it down to at least 10K, man.
He's calling y'all out.
It's too much.
Do
bro.
nothing.
Hey,
Let it be a gift.
I don't know.
Let it be a gift.
Nah, Marwa.
Let it
I
be a
disagree with that.
gift.
No. I believe in Meher, you know, you have to pay the lady. But 50K is too much.
It's ridiculous.
50K is ridiculous.
actually
Well, I don't know what the Sudanese community is doing out there. Yeah,
I don't know who's doing
come
the
on, put the price
calculations.
down, bro.
You had to go to the bank just to get married,
Yeah,
man.
You gotta get a loan out, which some people
And,
do.
and that doesn't even count the price of the actual wedding, man.
Yeah, exactly. You got to pay for that too. But yeah, no. Ultimately, you know, you're paying dowry, which means that you view this person in such high regard that you're like, I'm paying this much. I mean, you can see it in other ways as well, but it's like she's the prize and I'm paying for the prize.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right, I feel.
Ooh, that's hey. To be honest,
look,
would you say you're paying because of the prize?
or
Like, because if we're being real here, it's like,
Is it prize or ownership?
yeah, is it prize or is it more resourceful?
that's why I say like you
'Cause,
can
like-
see you can see it in that way, which is why that's the part that I don't agree with, where it's like people do see it as an ownership now. If I'm paying for the car's mine.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the car. I'm not saying that women are cars, but it's like if I'm paying for you, you're under my ownership. Whatever
Yeah.
happens, that's between you and I. Which is I don't
Yeah.
agree with that part.
I don't agree with it because Yeah, I feel like if you're in a relationship with someone, you should both be the prize. Like
Ooh.
that's the only way you're gonna, your relationship is gonna last. Because it's like, yeah, if she's the prize and you're just out there working all the time, giving her your money, and God,
what's the man then? If you're the prize, what's the
yeah,
man?
Whatever you want to be, you're just not the prize.
Nah, I feel like that's belittling your man.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that 100%.
Speak to me.
Firstly, let me just say this. Nowadays, what do you hear a lot of women saying? I need my guy on 6 figures. I need my guy 6 foot. I need my guy with a stable place. I need my guy with this. So, at the end of the day, the guy's a prize as well. And the woman is a prize. I believe they're both prizes because
only one can be the prize.
No.
Nah,
You're
you
both
both
prizes.
have
Choose
to
one
be the
person
prize.
is the prize.
Marwa. Let's just say a couple have an anniversary. Yeah? I give my girl a gift. She gives me a gift.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
But
Prizes.
if you didn't get a prize, technically guys usually wouldn't be as mad as if the woman didn't get a prize. I mean, a gift on the anniversary. Usually the guys are always the one that you plan it. On Valentine's Day, the guys will get the gift. Guys don't expect the gift.
But how good?
But
does
that's
how
just
good
a
does
role.
it hit? How good does it hit when you're under
Come on
the
now.
Eiffel Tower and your girl comes and goes,
Yo,
honey,
I got you with this.
Yeah.
Bang.
you will look at her and say, you're the love of my life.
Yeah.
Planning Valentine's Days and all that, I feel like it's just a role as a man in a relationship as opposed to like just thinking like the girl's the prize type thing,
Yeah, I think they're both the prizes.
yeah,
because
you
the thing
should-
is, the woman, everything you explained about a woman, how she makes a house a home.
Yeah.
Even it's not even that, just the comfort, just that.
Yeah.
Even like, for example, women are way more emotionally intelligent than men. They'll know when her man's down. Like when she'll know when her man's down.
Yeah.
She'll know how to boost his confidence up. She knows how to, for example, the ego is a big thing for a man. And having a lady that supports you while ego is down is very important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a fine balance.
So she's your prize, but at the same time, you're
her prize.
you're her prize.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, your girl's the one that she's your prize, right?
Yeah.
And then, for example, you're her prize by you're the man that you're always home. You come for her. You pay. For example, I genuinely believe a man should cover as much expenses in the house as he can, affordably. So you're paying
No
for her.
50-50.
I'm not I feel like the man should be able to be in the situation, able to provide everything.
Yeah.
And then if the wife does want to contribute, she can contribute.
Okay.
But the man should cover as much as he can, financially possible. You're her rock. If anything goes like wrong with her, even for family issues, you're the one that's standing by her side.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. So I feel like you're both prizes.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you got to say, Damien?
Yeah, you know me. I'm the same
She's
thing.
the prize.
Damien's on that light skin vibe, man. My baby's the one with me.
Simple colleges.
I genuinely reckon both ends the prize. I genuinely
like
believe
that.
because if it's not 50-50, then what you're gonna end up with, you're not gonna end up with a queen. You're gonna end up with a spoiled little girl.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Ooh.
Eh.
That's the crazy. What's
The light skin man.
I feel like that's what I'm saying. You don't want someone that's spoiled. You want someone that's like, for me, like for a woman, like she's not a prize. She's not a prize. She's a queen. And so like a queen and a king, like that's our type.
They make the castle type
yeah.
thing.
we make the castle. We do it together,
Yeah.
And I think that's my point.
Look, I was under the impression that you could only choose one. I didn't realize we can do. I didn't realize we could sit on the fence, but I bet.
Let's see what Daniel thinks, mate.
Daniel's at home watching this right now. He's just like, damn, I'm not a prize. Hey, Daniel, you're a real one,
You're a
man.
prize,
You're the
you're a
prize.
prize.
You're the
Yeah,
king.
All right. Here's one. Australia should break free from the Commonwealth.
Let's go. Republic Australia.
I don't think so, because the queen just passed away and we're getting a free holiday type thing. So like,
My man down bad for the
Hey,
holiday, the
bro.
double pay, or the day off.
I'm got the day off. Fuck work, bro.
Everyone loves a
man.
good
I
holiday.
think Australia should be a republic. I've been saying it multiple times on the podcast.
Yeah.
Australia should be a republic country. I feel like, firstly, that we can restart. We can become a powerhouse country. That's my big thing. Secondly, is we don't need to have that relationship. Like,
Yeah, really.
we're a commonwealth country, and we can be start our own history. Secondly, we can change the date. So
And
the day we become a
we
republic,
can change the flag.
change the flag,
Yep.
and then we
Yeah.
can become a republic country. We don't have to, and then on that day is our Independence Day, Australia Day. And then we can change the date, because I remember I just saw a post. Have you guys seen the post where it goes, they can make a public holiday for the Queen dying,
Yeah.
but they can't change the date for Australia
Yeah.
Day. So the day we
that's
become a
true.
republic country, that can be our public
We
holiday.
can actually make decisions like that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that can be Australia Day, and we don't
Yeah.
have to go through all these, like, go to the Governor General to sign off all these papers and stuff. You know, but shout out to Queen, man, doing your thing. Well, doing
Whoa,
your thing.
whoa. I was gonna say she
Yeah.
ain't with us no more. I think ultimately, it's always good. I guess. It is. I would say I agree in terms of like we should break free, just because of Australia is a big melting pot, and the fact that we've got so many cultures, so many religions, so many everything. I feel like we need to not start from scratch completely, but like we need to try and cater to as many people as we can that are here. Because literally like it's not stopping. We just continue to become a melting pot like every year.
Yeah.
Every single year. So it's like we need to try and do something that can accommodate to that.
Yeah. I feel like these things need to be changed, even if they don't break off the Commonwealth, like the way they treat the indigenous and the multicultural, society in Australia. I feel like they need to change that.
Because
Regardless.
if we do become a republic country too, we can change the constitution to acknowledge the indigenous people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's needed for sure.
So that can help out too.
Yeah. Cool. So we go next one.
We can do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want to say.
Cuz you're killing it,
They're
cuz.
good. They're actually
Chance,
good.
how long we? Wallah, you're on hard, cuz. I didn't do any topics, man.
Come on now. This next one's good. All right. This is a statement. You ready? Donald Trump isn't a racist. He's a great leader.
Where'd you pull this one from?
Hey, come on now.
Where did you pull that one
Donald
from?
Trump, man.
Trump 2024. If you can make your votes in, put your votes in.
Donald
Team
Trump.
Trump.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
Up like Trump.
Sheesh.
Nah.
I think he's dangerous. Ultimately, Donald Trump is dangerous.
How
Great leader is who even is a great leader? How do you define someone who is a great leader? They said it. Barack Obama was a great leader,
No,
but
he's trash.
so many people. Yeah, there you go. So many people had different opinions where they were like, no, actually, he did nothing for the black community. He said he would do all these things, and then he got into power, and then the guy did nothing, and he left. 8 years that he was in power, and he literally, barely did anything. But in regards to calling Donald, I don't think you can call him a great leader.
I feel like he's really good at using Twitter, to be honest.
They banned him.
This
He
nigga's
loves
good.
it. He loves
They
it.
banned him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had enough of him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Joe, but I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ooh.
Trump was a. I'm not gonna lie. Trump was a rock star president, and it was actually like I don't care what anyone thinks.
Yeah.
It was actually so fun watching Donald
Watching him
Trump.
do
'Cause
some
he was
of the things,
active.
but
Like it was
That's-
just
He was
like yo.
super
I'm like
active.
yo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I literally deactivated my Twitter, like 2 years into his term. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I was burning. The only reason I was burning was like, damn, I can't see Donald Trump's
Yeah.
tweets. Like he was actually.
I feel
Joe
like
Biden
for a
doesn't
leader,
know what he's
the
doing.
It
way
was that good, huh?
he spoke, like it was just like he was speaking like he didn't go to school type shit. Like this guy was just saying.
I feel like he spoke like a normal American, but at the
Nah,
same
he
time,
did.
I think that's why he
like
appealed
like
to
an
so much
outback
people.
American, but like a one of the like the rednecks, like they say whatever, like howdy Jacob, you know what I mean? Like it's like one of them niggas. Like he was saying whatever,
Well, I mean, look at his background. He didn't have like a political.
Yeah, he ran
background
America like a
or-
business.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't start off with your little like the senates or in the political world.
This
He
guy
was
was on
literally on like a
WWE.
TV show. He's a guy with lots of money that just happened to. You have money, you have power, and so he happened to get in a position where he was literally leading hundreds and thousands and millions
he
of
used
people,
Twitter.
and he was just causing chaos. He
Do
was
you
just
think
chaos.
do you think it was that bad, bro?
No. On the real,
Africa is a shit place. Like, like he literally said
let's
that.
hey,
like-
if we're gonna like,
Nah,
Guys-
but look, as
Guys,
a
we
leader,
were talking about bopping before.
No,
brother.
no, but as a
You
leader,
know what they're
look,
doing over there,
No,
cuz,
but
you know
he
what,
was saying it like the shit place, like he was putting it down, like as a shithole countries. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's not a leader, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a leader, you should be able to speak where it's like everyone.
No, but I feel like, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Homeboy,
Like this nigga. Bro, like everyone have the conspiracy theories about America and that and what they do behind the scenes. This guy was just saying his shit like.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. That's like.
But that was the
he was
realness
actually,
of him. Bro.
I think.
Yeah,
I
in
I
that
love the
sense,
realness of him. I love how authentic he was, how original he was. Obviously, he was a crappy leader and stuff. Some of the stuff he said was dangerous.
I
But
think
at
as
the
a
same
role
time-
model, like he's not a great role model, but I think a leader, like a president, I think he actually did a great job. Only reason why I say that is because if you actually, America are notorious every year for being involved in wars. In wars. In his reign, not like, where was it? Which country was it? Where there was not one person killed, but every year they were actually getting killed, like by American soldiers.
Or
Like there was no,
other
like American were
countries?
in no war. They were in no war
But
in his
they
time.
were still like.
He
doing
put peace. He
shit
put
to other
peace with North
countries.
Korea. He put peace with North Korea. Like things that were actual
Russia,
threats.
Only because the
He put
nigga
peace-
said he was gonna
he put-
bomb America. He was gonna.
Bro, America would smoke North Korea any day.
But
Yeah.
once
They'll smoke-
once Kim Jong Il said something to him, he's like,
Bro,
no.
Nah,
He's
they
like,
met up. They met up.
He met up with a nigga once the nigga said he was on smoke.
My man, Kim Jong Un.
Like,
Kim Jong Un.
was on smoke, bro.
Bro, but he hangs. Bro, Kim Jong Un hangs out with Dennis Rodman. The man can't be that bad.
Bro, that is,
The guy hangs
bro,
out with the
there's
guy that
people-
rocks pink hair playing basketball.
Bro,
Come
in
on,
their
man.
country, if you have a kid, like,
Yeah.
and there's a house fire or whatever, you can't take your kid out of the house until you take the picture
Oh, yeah,
of
the
Kim
picture of
Jong
Kim
Il out.
Jong-un. Yeah, it's pretty.
Like
That's
them
wild.
niggas
That's
live and
wild.
die for
But
that nigga.
the thing is, that's just sick. That guy's just got. He's just like
Yeah.
that guy just wants power like
Yeah.
that. But like,
Yeah,
he's just power hungry. But he doesn't have power like that against the world.
But I feel like if they were to go to war, this is the thing. America would be scared because even though they might win, they might
would
win. Imagine how many people would die though.
Of course, no one wants to go
Nah,
to war.
no one
but
wants
the
to go
thing
to
is-
war.
So
the thing
that's
is
why
Donald
it's
Trump-
like.
That's what he avoided. He
Donald
actually
Trump was so
completely avoided
straightforward.
that.
He was so
Yeah, but he was
straightforward.
talking bold until the,
Even with Vladimir Putin,
Yeah.
like, bro, there was no
but
war
they're
there.
always talking smoke until the other person said.
And then what happens once he got kicked out of presidency? Bro, Russia went straight hard on Ukraine, bro. The second he got out of it, because
Bro,
you know why?
This is
That
the whole
relationship
thing.
was
This is the whole
gone.
thing. People say like Putin was scared of like Trump and that, but I feel like if you're
No,
going
they
to
had a relationship. That's why.
yeah, because he might have think, oh, this guy's stupid. Keep him there. Let him keep. You know what I mean? Let him be
Nah.
your president.
I don't know, man. I feel like you know why. The thing is, Donald Trump, he wasn't like the other leaders. He wasn't like Barack Obama. He was where he'd come
They
in.
say one
He
thing
was
and
a
do
rock
another.
star.
They
though.
say what they do. For
Yeah.
example, even the George Bushes, the way they talk, they don't like Donald Trump will come directly be like,
Yeah.
yeah, look, I'm thinking of bombing this country. Like
Yeah.
he just
Nah,
he
yeah, I
says-
feel like I
yeah.
feel like he's
if
like
you're the country, you're like, bro, this guy's sick. I'm not gonna cause issues with this guy right now. You know what I mean?
I think
But-
you can appreciate the transparency because it's like we know what to expect
Yes,
from him.
yes.
You know,
So
he's-
for me, I think you need that as a leader. So I actually respect his leadership.
I feel like he's just like for me, for example, if I was to become president, the things that I would want to implement in that, like he was the person that was just doing the shit that he wanted to do. Like
Yeah.
Homeboy freed
You know?
Kodak. He freed Kodak
Yeah,
Black,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like
But-
he did quite a bit.
Lil Wayne.
Like, but what he did for like society wise, like, and some of the like,
Small businesses as well.
and he did good for businesses as well. I
he's a
think it's like
businessman. Yeah,
what he did for the society is the issue. Like, you know what I mean? Like
there was division.
the vision
Yeah.
that he caused. I feel like that was the biggest issue with him.
just
But like he
remember
did
he
alright.
come
I'm
from
not
a
gonna lie to you.
shithole place.
America's pretty boring. Like, bro, I don't care about.
Yeah,
Joe
nah,
Biden.
he had it fun. Like
Like,
he
I had
is a
fun.
rock star. Like don't get it. Like he is a rock star. Like he did what he probably wanted to do when he became president. Type shit. Said whatever he wanted to say.
Yeah.
Now he's playing golf with the Nelk boys.
Like
yeah, and hopping on podcasts.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah.
We're gonna hop over to the next one. This can be our last one, you reckon?
Yeah, sweet.
All right, last one. All right. Sex education shouldn't be taught till the minimum age of like 14 to 15. What are your thoughts?
What did we
Isn't it
learn
already
sex education?
taught around
Nah,
that
they
time?
learn at the moment. They're learning it in primary school.
Oh, no, that's
yes.
crazy.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I remember
We
actually.
learned how to sing like year 7.
Yeah,
and
but
shit.
now
Nah,
it's
it's
learned-
earlier
So
even.
it's learned. It's learned.
It's grade
I think it's
six.
grade 5. It's like grade 5, man.
Because I remember I sneaked into. I was a
Wait,
kid.
finish your sentence first before you like.
I remember when I was in grade like 3 or 2. I sneaked into there was like a big conference for sex education. I think they just brought all the grade 5s and 6s
Yeah.
together, and like they were explaining sex education. And we just, I was just going to the toilet or something, and I went past it, and I just started watching. I just saw boobs and everything. I'm like, ah! And I was just traumatized from there.
Nah, but yeah. So sex education shouldn't be taught to the age of minimum 14 to 15.
And that's like what, grade 7, 8?
That's 7 to 8.
7 to 8. I didn't even
Yeah, I
realize
think
that they were
so.
teaching us so young these days, like primary
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, it's primary school because I remember because my mum was like fuming.
Yeah.
When my little brother is like, there's like an
He
8-year
came
gap.
home. Shit.
They sent they.
Homework came.
Yeah.
Putting condoms on bananas.
Nah, but like she was fuming. Like she called up the school. She was like, "What are you running? Some sort of sick pedophile organization?" She was just going ham on him,
That's
you know.
crazy.
Nah, but like, cause it is. It's like for me personally, like I think it's wrong. They shouldn't be teaching sex education to kids that
so young.
that age, man. They don't even think. Cause what were you
Yeah.
thinking when you were grade
Yeah,
4,
yeah.
5, 6, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I think, you're right. Like, it's unnecessary. It's not needed because
Yeah.
they're not sexually active at the age of 5. So, like, why are you teaching them how to put a condom on a banana in class in grade 5? Like, that's just weird. Because 14, even like whether we like it or not, that's when they start to explore. You know, when you're in high school, you're exposed to that a lot more. Even if it's not exploring with other people, you're exploring with yourself. And I think teaching them how to do that safely, it's okay.
This guy's so childish, bro. He looked at me. He's like, he wanking.
Yeah, stuff like that. You know,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
doing that because they're seeing it. They're seeing it on TV shows. I mean, I went to an all-girls school, and we didn't learn it until grade 8, year 8. And even though it was all girls, like they still told us, you know, tell your parents this is what we're going to be teaching you guys. If your parents don't want you to do it, that's cool. Go into the other room. But it was good because they were like, we realize you guys are going to be around, you know, guys now, and even though you know, we're not like expecting you to be sexually active, let's like teach you the safe way about it. And I felt like that was a very good age because if you start to do it before then, that means you're introducing like young kids to that lifestyle at such a young age, which is not needed at all. Like it's actually bizarre. For me, my kids, I will not give them permission slip to attend those classes any year below like year 7.
That's good that it was optional.
Yeah, it was
but
optional.
for this case, like for the
It's
primary
not.
school, it's a part of it's part of the curriculum. Like you're actually doing it as a part of
Yeah.
like your class. Like you're
Yeah.
rocking up to school and you're doing it. Like
They
it's-
probably
the whole
gave them
subject.
the porn websites too, yeah, so
Sheesh.
they can wank as well too. Yeah, the dogs.
Nah. It's
Bro, winking just sounds funny.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Take it back.
Yeah.
you guys childish.
childish, bro.
I don't know. I personally, I don't agree
Yo.
with them, man. I even feel like, to be honest, I feel like with sex education, I don't know. Too at the same time, I was gonna say like maybe parents could do it, but like I don't think parents would be
awkward, bro.
comfortable. Yeah, it'd be mad awkward. It's like,
Mm.
yeah, but
I think the age of like year 7 to 8,
yeah,
year 9, like that region, like 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's appropriate. And I think it should be optional, but
Yeah.
I don't think it should be
Yeah.
compulsory.
Always,
Yeah, 100%.
always. But you also got to think, like, for parents, that means once my child goes to school and they learn that, when they come home, I also have to teach them that. Like, I don't want to be teaching my child that in grade 5, you know? Like, it's a bit...
Because they're going to come home and question it.
Yeah,
Be like, yo, I learned about this
exactly.
today. What is it?
Exactly. You have to teach them, like, you're my little baby. Like, I don't want to teach you that yet. I don't even want to have the thought that you're, you know, on Pornhub, you know, in grade 5 or you're, you know, doing all that stuff. So it's just wild. Crazy
I don't know.
times.
It's becoming the thing is too, especially now.
It
So
is.
kids are so exposed, man.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
this, it's
100%.
ridiculous.
TikTok and all that stuff. TikTok is teaching the kids these days. It
I don't
is
know, man.
teaching them.
You know what's my favorite one? The no fap
No,
Oh.
November.
No fap crew. There's I saw one of the. It
What is
came.
that?
So, huh? It's like you don't masturbate. You stop.
You wouldn't know about that.
Oh,
It's a big issue. You don't masturbate. You don't masturbate.
no fat.
No fap. Because I saw it.
You won't know about that. You won't know about that.
I saw it. But the thing is, I saw it and it talks about the harms of So some guy explained like he's like they explain. So a lot of people tell you their journeys, how they quit watching like porn and the dangers of porn. Because people, you have to understand, porn is the most dangerous.
Nah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's the most
It's
dangerous
most
thing.
dangerous things
But I had to
for.
stop watching porn. I'm not even gonna lie. I had to stop. Porn
It's
is
very. I'm not gonna lie, Melody. It's very dangerous.
it's very dangerous.
I'll be honest
yeah.
with you. It's the hey. I'll tell you straight. It's actually the most dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Firstly, how
In
your
terms
mentality.
See how you see.
Secondly, the dopamine levels it gives you is ridiculous. You become
How you view women as well.
how you view women.
objectify
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
you become
Yeah.
fatigued. You become
Yeah.
very fatigued.
Yeah.
What else does it do? Your insecurities. You become very insecure. So what happens is you don't have this natural urge
Confidence,
anymore,
yeah.
confidence to speak to women because you have in the back of your mind you're like, bro, I can go home and just watch the video
Yeah.
and I'll
Yeah.
just get rid of my desires. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
relieve my desires. So that's the dangers of porn.
I heard of
And
a
then
guy that wanked 45 times and he died. I think I have to say that.
You had to chuck that in there.
Bro, I,
Hey, we have to fact check that,
thinking
bro.
that-
I don't think
Yeah,
that's-
hey, I'm gonna fact check that.
Hey,
Wait,
that's
Bro.
not real, man. Bro, and my question is, who
Bro.
told you that fact, man?
I heard it a while ago, like 45. Fuck.
Brazilian teenager. Yes. Brazilian teenager dies after masturbating 42 times without stopping in Rubito town.
That's wild.
Fuck.
Man dies
I guess
after
it was
hey,
42.
what about this one? What about this one? This is the last one, 2018. Man dies after masturbating 62 times in a row on Valentine's Day. Well, guess
Oh.
homeboy didn't have a day.
That's wild.
But yeah, that's the
Hey,
thing,
no,
man.
but
Wow.
you know the thing is, I think the most darkest part about pornography is how like accessible it is. It can anyone can access it, and the trap about it is that because you're right, it gives you a dopamine hit. So what happens is when you start watching one thing, you get used to it, and because it's like a drug, to get a better hit, you have to have more of it. So you have to dive. It's actually something you have to dive deeper and deeper in, watching more sick stuff, watching more different stuff. Watching it, actually, it's a high percentage of females that you're actually watching. They're actually underage.
Yeah,
If you didn't know that, they're actually underage.
I don't watch porn, so.
Yeah.
that is wild.
So it's
Hashtag
just-
no fap gang. No fap gang. Get that testosterone levels up,
Wow.
males. Stay strong.
No,
Stay. What
But
else?
for real, hey, this is what we should be promoting for real. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a big
Yeah.
thing. You guys know me.
100%,
how I'm
man.
against what's called pornography. I don't
Yeah,
watch.
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
know like how bad it is, and so what I do is like for example, going to the gym. There's other substitutes. Meditating. There's all these
Yeah.
other ways you
Yeah.
can think. That's why even people are advised
Imagine
even
being
to,
horny and meditating. I'm horny. Doing yoga. Yo.
I told you, Marwa.
Start.
Marwa, this I'm telling you, Talking Trophies this Talking Trophy platform is something else.
This is proper. This
This
is
is something
proper.
else. I told you.
You don't get it anywhere else.
No.
But yeah,
I
hey,
do.
it is dangerous. So, but like, there's other things because there's some guy he has to masturbate. He's like, bro, I'm so like I just felt depressed, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then he explained his journey. He literally did like a 1 year thing, and then he went from like some just rusted out dunya to like in a year just peaking, 6-pack,
Nice.
strong, mentally confident. Like,
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
looks so much better.
No way.
That literally all came from stop masturbating.
Because he substituted.
He substituted
Yeah,
that.
for-
He fixed his diet up.
Okay.
He
That's
obviously
good.
you sleep. You end up sleeping better because a lot of people like they'll
stay up.
they'll just stay up
Yeah.
all night. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like just
Suffering their hand.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Are you going to have to bleep all this?
That's staying in. Just to be what I stuffed out. I'm taking it out.
Bro, you're so childish.
Oh man.
Hey, I feel like. Hey, I feel like we can wrap up from here.
Yeah.
Check out Melody.
Yo.
Hey, Melody does make music. Melody,
Yeah,
drop
new
it.
music dropping.
What,
Come on, man.
Come on.
Hey, soon.
People are waiting, man.
Soon. I like to move in silence, man, but
Homeboy, you're too silent.
coming.
You're not. You
Yeah.
should be loud.
yeah, nah, the loudness is coming soon, man. The loudness is coming
Summer.
soon. Yeah, maybe summertime. You know,
Summer, huh?
you know.
And also, you can catch your girl Moeezy
At the
That's the
Disruption
one.
Podcast.
Disruption Entertainment (TDE).
Come on, yes. You
You
can
guys
catch me
switched
there.
that up, yeah. You guys
Yeah,
switched
we
it there.
did because we thought, podcasting isn't the only thing we want to do.
Yeah.
Kind of expand, do some other shows and stuff. But
Up
yeah,
on
check
our
us
wave.
out for sure.
He said up to an hour.
Ooh.
Nah, hey, shout out to TDE.
Respect,
Nah,
respect.
TDE's family to us. You know, we
Yeah,
love you
always.
guys.
No more beef?
Nah,
No more beef?
I
It's
don't
been
think-
it's
we
been
didn't have
settled?
beef. It wasn't really beef. Like I did smoke Noor on FIFA here. So,
Oi.
It's calm.
Of
It's
course.
settled.
so it settled it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I catch them there too. They make very good content. They always jump in. They do the similar things where they like talk on recent things happening,
Yeah.
and they have funny opinions. Check out. They got Noor, Carlos, and Daniel as well. So check them out. Make sure you guys do hit us with that subscribe button. Check us
Like,
out on all
share.
our video. Yeah. What do you got to say, Damien? Man, what's the haps?
Hey, no, today was a vibe, man. Honestly, it was good. We appreciate you guys hopping on. Appreciate the boldness, the rawness, the realness. Maybe too much realness over here.
Just a little too much.
Nah, but for real, But if you enjoyed the episode, let us know in the comments what part you liked, what you disagree with, what you agree with. Some of the questions, even answer yourself in the comments. We'd love to hear from you guys. We know we love our fan base. They're wild, they're crazy, and they're real.
Yeah, bro. You guys are real ones, man. Besides that, enjoy your night. Stay humble.
Great. Come on, let me serenade ya. Serenade ya. For you going, have your parade. For your sun turn black and gray. Come on, let me serenade ya. Serenade ya. For you going, disobey. For you, let our love fade away. Let's go back to our younger days.